The greater good.
Hey everybody, Greater Good Mining here. Crazy day today. The markets are pumping. Why are they pumping? Because Trump announced that he is pausing tariffs on all the countries that he imposed them on except for China. So we'll go ahead and get into the details in this video. If you like that kind of content, do me a favor, hit the like button. It helps more than you know. Consider subscribing to the channel, and let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so today on X, Donald Trump posted this, and I'm just going to read it kind of like a Cliff Note style. So, based on the lack of respect China has shown to the world markets, he's going to raise the tariff on China 125%, effective immediately. And he's hoping that they'll realize one day that they've been kind of ripping off the USA and other countries. It's not sustainable anymore. And he's talked to, he says, over 75 countries, and because they are trying to negotiate and eliminate trade barriers and make fair deals with the US, he has authorized a 90-day pause and a substantially lower reciprocal tariff of 10%. That's effective immediately also. So if you played ball and attempted to contact the current administration to try and negotiate, he saw that as a sign of like willingness to work with America to make things a little bit more fair. And in turn, you have access to the USA's markets. And that is a good thing for all these other countries. They don't want to be boxed out of the United States market. We are the biggest economy in the world. So you kind of can't mess around too much. So unfortunately, China has decided to play hardball and try to tariff us back. And Donald Trump warned that if you did that, there would be consequences. And now the consequences are we're boxing them out of our market. It'll be prohibitively expensive to import something from China when there's a 125% tariff. You guys are crypto miners just like me. Say you buy a $1,000 machine, it's now going to cost you an additional $1,250 in tariffs. So your machine would cost $2,250 when the retail price is $1,000. It just doesn't even make sense, and that's before shipping too. So it is insane. It's maybe good for some people and in a very specific situation. If I've held on to a lot of my hardware, I haven't sold a lot of it, so maybe that'll be good for me. Maybe the price of the hardware that I'm holding on to will go up and become more valuable, because to import something, if it costs 125% more, nobody's going to want to pay that price when there's such thin margins on these miners anyway. So the other benefit is if you're in a certain situation, maybe the hash rate on some of these networks won't go up so fast if these miners aren't being bought and shipped into the country and ran. If the price of crypto is pumping, which it is, I'll show you that in a minute, then your price of the crypto you're mining is going to pump. And it seems to be like, so far, so good. But this can swing wildly if anything else happens. So price of the crypto you're mining pumps. The network hash rate doesn't go up exponentially like it has for Caspa in the past year. That would be great. If we could just stay the same with an increased price of Caspa, a lot of these miners that everyone has been saying are bricks will turn valuable again and be able to mine profitably again. So I'm hoping that this lasts. It's been a really wild ride, but we're not even nearly done yet. So let's go ahead and take a look at some other things. There's a lot of money being pumped in the market. We'll take a look at the price of Bitcoin, the price of Caspa since the news. And this is fresh news. This is less than an hour old. So let's take a look real quick at like the Bitcoin price and the Caspa price. Okay, so here's Bitcoin. It was in the $77,000 range just at noon, and it is 2 p.m. It has only been 2 hours since the price was like in the $77,000 range, and even as low as 76 in recent days, down to $76,000 at 7:45 this morning. Isn't this crazy? So that's a lot of money pumping into the market to drive that price up in such a short amount of time to almost $82,000. So this is like the preview that happened the other day. There was fake news that leaked that was saying the same thing that actually was confirmed to be true today. It was saying 90-day pause on tariffs. This was a couple of days ago. You guys might remember. And the market pumped. Trillions and trillions of dollars got pumped into the market within like 20 minutes. So that was your that was your warning signal. And I hate to say it, but if you didn't act on that, that was kind of like a freebie, if you know what I mean. Like if you had any extra money to throw into the market, that would have been a really good time. And I always say nothing is financial advice, but I mean it's kind of like the writing was on the wall. So hopefully you guys took advantage of that. So let's take a look real quick at the price of Caspa. Price of Caspa, same thing. So we were looking pretty dire this morning at 745. That's the same time that the price of Bitcoin hit its low. You guys remember I just showed you. Caspa was 0.059 cents. We were in the high 5-cent territory at the same exact time. Now, it's very interesting to me that around the same time, a lot of these coins were at their lows for the day. It's very interesting. And of course, since the news happened, we have pumped all the way up to almost 7 cents, 0.065. So we're on the rise here. So let's take a look at X one more time. I wanted to show you what I put in my post and how many trillions of dollars so far have been pumped in the markets. This was just minutes after this announcement that I read off to you took place. I said China, 125% tariffs, rest of the world, a fraction of that. How will the markets react to the 90-day pause? And I said trillions poured into the markets within 20 minutes when the news was falsely announced last time. Hold on to your butts. And all of this has come true. I posted below my own post that post aged well because Crypto Rover put over $3.5 trillion added to the U.S. stock market following the 90-day tariff pause. This was within like half an hour or so. So very rapidly, money pumped in. Money is on the sidelines right now, waiting for news like this, waiting for the Federal Reserve to maybe drop interest rates, waiting for these tariff wars to be over with. Once that happens, I do have a feeling we're going higher than this. And I hope so for all of our sakes. It's been a rough bear market. We were kind of expecting a bull run in 2025. And maybe this was just a little more pressure that was needed to get these markets where they need to be with lower interest rates, fair trade. I'm hoping that things get resolved with China. If all of that happens, we are looking at a nice year going forward, but I would expect a lot more volatility after this. Just be prepared to take advantage of some of these pumps and dumps. So I hope that you guys are doing well with your portfolios. It's a crazy time. It's tough to know what to do because you see how rapidly these events take place and how the market reacts so rapidly. So you can be caught in a bad situation very quickly because the market's so unpredictable lately. But for me, I'm sticking with my plan. I'm holding on to the crypto that I have. And if the prices look good to me, I have my own goals in mind. I'm going to try to DCA out with very little to no emotion as the year goes on if the market's looking good. I haven't started doing it yet because everything looks so bad. And I don't think that this is the bull run yet that we were looking for. But once it starts happening, I'm going to try to DCA out with little emotion as possible. So let me know what you guys think about all these tariffs. There's a lot more to this story. It's very complicated, but I'm hoping that in the long run, this will be bullish for all of us crypto miners. Right now, there's going to be some short-term pain on hardware, but if you're in a good position where you can maybe sell some hardware, if there's scarcity, that might be a good move. But you guys tell me what you think. I want to hear what you think about the tariffs that are going on, like the market pumping, what you're doing with your hardware. Are you selling or buying any crypto right now? Let me know in the comments. Like I said, if you don't mind, hit the like button on the video. It helps more than you know. Subscribe to the channel. And last but not least, don't forget to keep it decentralized for the greater good.
The greater good.